Do you guys ever have this feeling that you really can't sleep? Um, to be honest, last night I slept at midnight because I was doing some client work, and I woke up this morning at 3:15 a.m. So I only got 3 hours and 15 minutes of sleep, but I feel like I got like 13, 14 hours of sleep. Actually, no, I feel like I got around like 9 hours of sleep. Usually 13 or 14 hours, I'm like exhausted. So I feel very refreshed at this time right now. I'm not sure why, man. I'm not sure why. Honestly, I was thinking about the same thing last night, and I'm honestly not sure um, why I'm not finding that sense of like, all right, let me just take rest. You know, um, I just feel like I have to constantly be doing something to feel, I guess, happy, right? And sometimes I'm doing things that are really not productive towards my goal or whatever happiness means to me, right? I just have so many things in my head that I'm scared of, like my closest people around me passing away, or and what if I can't, like, somehow fulfill whatever I have to fulfill, especially like my parents. I'm very scared of that because I'm still on the grind process. You never know what's promised for tomorrow, like who's going to be there tomorrow with you, or even by the end of today, you know. Um, and that's what scares me so much. So I feel like that's why I can't sleep. But I do, but I do get sleep to a point where I'm productive in a day. I don't feel like I'm exhausting myself up. So, because even though I got 3.5 hours sleep, it's just that my mind wakes up, right? And there's no point for me, like I said, laying in bed. So what I do is I go train. Maybe I'll do some work. Maybe I'll have a nice breakfast after this. Then I might nap for about 45 minutes to an hour, just to, like, because honestly speaking, no one's body will run off like 3.5 hours sleep. Amazing, right? So I do get my sleep. Um, Maybe that nap helps me later, but it's like this initial wake up that I do. It's fully um, fueled by, like, I would say, feeling guilty and like feeling like, what am I doing? Well, I'm awake. Like, what am I doing? So that's the only thing for me. Um, since the last time I made one of these vlogs, by the way, the name of the vlogs is Boring Vlogs because, to be very honest, the vlogs are very boring. I'm keeping it very raw, right? And like I said, you guys don't have to watch. These vlogs are for me, and the reason I'm posting them on a public platform, even though they're only for me, is because it's not always going to be for me. If one day I make it due to the work I'm putting in, I just want to let you guys know what work I'm putting in. So every single time I do these vlogs, I'll give you an update from last time, like what little changes I've made, not just business changes, but like also also I would say whatever routine changes, like, hey, now I'm waking up at this time, or hey, I'm going to bed early, or hey, I met new friends, and like, why did I do that and stuff. So these vlogs are more like, um I would say, progression, and if there's any downfalls in the middle, sure, whatever. If there's a burnout, sure. No, I can still do the vlogs. The thing about these vlogs is, even on a hectic burnout, I think I can do them because they're that simple. So I have no excuse to be like, oh, I think I need a break. Not even doing any work on them. So whatever. Hold on. But so let me just give you guys an update since last time what I've been doing. So like I said, I have a big some big plans on quarter 4 of this year, right? So for the next 3 months, the plan is to take it easy on the clients. Like, I'm not gonna be out there searching for clients, but to be honest, I'm not gonna say no to clients, if the price is right. Um, any, let's say, client that just, like, maybe I would say a beginner client who, doesn't have anything started for them, I'm not really going to take those projects because um, I think I'm best fit with people that are already in in the space. Let's say social media space, content creation space, or they just have like some sort of direction in their business as to like, hey, I think I need to execute this style of content. Um, so I want to hire a professional who is going to sort of elevate that game, or you know, um, give them ideas as well, and like execute it in a more, um, how would I say, more like 2024 fashion, you know. So because I keep up with a lot of things like that are new and latest and all that. So that's my ideal client. My ideal client is not someone that is like, hey, I have no idea what I'm doing, I really want to get started on this, um can you please help me? Of course I can help them if the funds are right. um but usually for an ideal client like that, it's very hard for me to help them because they I've noticed this time and time again. A client that comes in like that always has has things to say when it comes to creating content, and I totally understand that because it's their page, they can say what they want, right? But if you came to me to find out how to start your social media or like just your content creation stuff, right? If you don't take the advice, then why are you paying me, right? You can easily find videographers out there that will do it for maybe 10% of what I charge. The reason I charge what I charge is because I also provide a lot of value and I have a lot of experience in helping people um, reach those different levels. People that have my clients that have worked with me have got like crazy sponsorship deals. Some of my clients, okay, I'll just say some of my clients. Some of my clients get paid about $25,000 a month for posting 8 videos on their social media. That's absolutely insane because when they first started with me, they would be probably getting around $6,000 or $7,000 a month, and then all of a sudden now they get $25,000 a month, right? And that's because it's a teamwork, right? They already know what they want, so it's not like I'm coming in and I'm changing up the whole game for them, right? But it's like because they know what they want, right? They are it's very streamlined. The work is very streamlined, so you can be that much more effective with the content you're creating, with the information you're providing out there. For someone that has no clue what they're doing, they don't know what they want, but then when you suggest something, from my experience, they find it hard to take suggestions because they just don't know what they want, right? And then you get nowhere for at least the first, I would say the first like 7 months. You get nowhere. You'll just be hovering because you just don't know what you want, right? Same thing happened with me, guys. So it's not that it's not that only clients are doing this to me. I did this to myself too. I didn't know what I want. I built up my page. Um, I built up my page with like um, I built up my page with just like I guess learning from people who learning from them what they're doing. I try to build it up my way without like trying to focus on what I like. So, and then I got all these following, right? From it, a very big amount of following on almost every platform, right? I have 120K on IG, 130K on TikTok, 400K almost on YouTube, right? Snapchat is going up now. It's about 7,000, right? I do LinkedIn, Twitter, all of that. Yeah, every single platform, right? But I do um, agree that I built it in the wrong way. So basically, what I did was I just try to go for virality, right? So I'm just rebranding, and that is the process I'm trying to take you guys to, because a rebrand is basically, in all honesty, a rebrand is almost like starting from beginning, because your audience didn't come there for what you're giving them, right? So that is why I want you guys to come along with me in this journey, because it's going to be an epic rebrand. I already know that because I just have the framework. I'm just gonna put everything into position. But if you told me this a year or 2 years ago, the only way I would rebrand is like, oh yeah, I'll just go do more viral videos, and then we'll talk about the income and stuff later. About what followers doesn't mean. A lot of people think followers equals a lot of money, but well, we'll talk about that later. Anyways, guys, I'm at the gym. I'll talk to you guys in the gym. I'm doing shoulder day today. Should be pretty interesting. Peace. So, guys, I'm starting with shoulder press. Did a warm up before this. Mentally, to be honest, I feel much more better than last time in the gym. So, same thing, guys. I like to push myself beyond limit. First thing in the morning, the day can only get easier. So, I'll go to failure, then we go 8 more right after. I'm not sure what failure is going to be on this set. Sa, 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 sa. 6, 7, 8. I wish I could push on my business this way too. 9, 10. All right, 8 more from here. I just love this feeling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. 7. Jeez. There's like about 3 people here today in the gym. To be honest, I like it when the gym is empty. But it's good to see, I guess, certain people waking up at the same time, doing similar. I don't know, they're on different journeys, but I guess we're just doing similar things, you know. Wake up at the same time. Probably they have a grind mentality too. One thing I want to make clear, guys, is just because I've said this to many people, I've said this many times. Just because me or these other guys wake up early doesn't mean we're more motivated than someone that wakes up at 9 a.m. You know, it's different reasons people have in life, right? Like I said, my thoughts never stop running, so there's no point for me to sleep after my mind wakes up. That's why I'm here, or else I would have been sleeping, you know? Jeez. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna do another set, and then we're gonna go on this thing. My boy PJ showed me. It's called Luke curls. You guys will see. It's absolutely insane. I'll show you guys that as well. All right, guys. So right now I'm gonna be doing Luke curls. So not too heavy, just like 12 and a halves, right? I absolutely love this workout here. It's basically from down here. Instead of side raises, you go here and then you go right there. So guys, let me tell you what steps I'm taking in my business, in Safe Sun's business. So I'm not talking about the wedding business right now. I'm talking about my videography, content creation business. So basically, the way I grew my following, like I said, was just doing a lot of viral content. And honestly, a year later, thank God I realized this early, is that that doesn't really equate to, I would say, running a business just because you're viral. Unless you have one of those pages that are basically just to go viral, like 6Buzz and all that. But basically what I'm saying is that that doesn't really equate to going running a business, right? So what I'm doing is I'm doing a full-on rebranding, to be a videographer slash icon in this like content creation space, right? And you guys are gonna see the steps I'm taking. My views on all platforms are down because that's not why my following came. Yeah, let me hold it. That's not why my following came. So you guys will see me do informational content and emotional content, right? So just an example, the last informational content I posted, I got about like 20 new followers. All of them are photographers or videographers. That's what I want to attract to my page. I'm not really looking to attract like people that are like fans of like, I don't know, athletes and all of that, because that doesn't really directly correlate to my business. Even though I do get a lot of clients through those like viral videos, that's not my sense of fulfillment. I've noticed that now. In the beginning, that was my sense of fulfillment. So, just one thing is, in life, you'll keep changing what you want to achieve, and that's totally fine, especially if you're doing it nice and early, rather than spend like 10 years and then be like, oh, I want to change up completely, right? So, I wish I did things right, whatever, from the beginning, but it didn't happen because I lack of experience. I have no business experience. I have no like networking experience, you know. Um, so well, I'm learning now, and I'm taking you guys along the journey with me too. Let me do 3 more sets of this, and then a couple of more sets of shoulders, and then triceps, and then that's it. All right, guys. Shoulders looking pretty swole, but anyways, what I was saying earlier regarding um, my business and the route that I'm taking at the moment is that, yeah, I understand that the views are super low. Like I have 100,000 followers and I'm getting about like on Instagram maybe only about like 1,000 views, right? That's only because my followers came in for a different reason. So when they see me do tutorial videos, they're just like WTF, right? Um, so that's cool. So what I want to do is, um, do you guys know that personal trainer that was super fit? He got super fat, FAT, and then he got back to super fit again, right? Just to show people that, hey, you don't have to be like, um, once you reach a certain point, you can't. It's not like there's no coming back. There's always you can come back, right? So literally, I'm forced to be in that circumstance. So like I would rather not do this because 2024 could have been like the year that I elevate and excel and do all these other things, but now I'm stuck rebranding and like starting from scratch and all that other stuff, right? So this can like kind of show you guys, especially beginners, that it is possible because I'm certain that it's going to work out. So there's no doubt in my head. And for me to build this mindset, if you ask me this about like a couple of maybe last year, I'll be like, no, never. I don't think I can ever do it, right? But because I've been through the experience, I know I can do it, right? That's why I'm so confident. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a framework as I go along, and as my business reaches those goals that I'm trying to reach, right? I'll build that framework and I'm going to put it out for you guys to understand that, you know what? Like, because the social media space is not going away for the next, I would say, a good 10 years. Anyone that starts to build their business in the next, like, couple of years, right? You can get somewhere really far. Not quick, but you can get really far using social media as a thing, right? Like as a what's the word I'm looking for? As a platform to grow your business. So that is the idea, guys. Take you guys along, show you guys the journey, rebranding, starting from scratch, doing all these different things. And anything else I want to say before I sign out? Because I'm not going to take it home today. I just got to go and grind. So this is what I'm doing for the rest of the day. Let me just tell you guys, right? I'm gonna go home now. It's about 5:30. Got here around like 3:30. No, I got here around 3:45. So it's about 5:30. I'm gonna leave, go home, cook breakfast, listen to Alex Hermosi audiobook while I follow along physically, and then I'm gonna film 2 more tutorial videos And then I'm trying to bring my younger brother part of my business. So I'm gonna bring him over, teach him some stuff, and then right after that, I have to focus on the Your Special Moments business, which is the wedding videography business that I have, because I have an expo coming up. And then after that, I'm gonna see my boy John Excel, um, to do a shoot for him for Mutant Nation. I work for this amazing entrepreneur athlete, right? Um, so he got to deal with Mutant Nation. So I'm gonna do that, and then that will bring me to the end of the day today. So that's like my agenda for the day. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna finish this workout, do quick tries. That's about it. That's about it, guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching another boring vlog. Right? These vlogs will get interesting in like 8 or 9 months. Not because I'm gonna change the framework of the vlog. I'm most probably gonna be doing the vlogs the same way. The only thing that's gonna change is basically the success in the business, and that's gonna speak louder than any sort of like crazy edit or doing viral stuff on videos. So, um, anyways, guys, I'm gonna keep grinding. Hopefully, you guys are grinding too. If you guys need any tips on what I'm doing, not really tips, because I'm also in the beginning stage of my business, so I can't really give out tips on stuff. But I can tell you what I'm doing, right? But I can't advise you on what to do, other than if it's social media related. That's different. Like I know how to do that. But if it's business related, I can just tell you what I'm doing. And if you guys wanna try it out, right? But anyways, peace. I'm rambling on. Easy.